everybody, it's Nina. I wanted to do a string of tutorials following along my project for making Christmas presents. Oh boy, my cat got to my Fauxdori. So I made the Fauxdori. There's all kinds of tutorials on there. I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon. I had a couple neat ideas and happy accidents that turned into cool ideas. Not only that, I'm gonna be showing how to do all kinds of different inserts. I got some really cool stuff today at the dollar store, so it's an odd size, and I made it to fit this book. It's just a line book, and it's what I'm using for my bullet journal inside, and I have some special inserts for myself for pain tracking and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll break it up into several different tutorials. How to make it, the Fauxdori itself, and how to make different inserts for it, and a couple creative ideas. So hope to see you around. So one of the inserts that I wanted to do, and I've already got a head start, is a graph paper one. The graph paper seems really popular for bullet journaling. Also handy, like my stepson and my boyfriend, or my significant other, like they can't live without this. These ones had holes in it. I bought like a pad today, but it was one-sided, so I traded the pad for my boyfriend's stash of double-sided paper. So right now I'm just cutting it in half, and there's two ways you can do it. If you don't have any special tools, and I did this with many things. I actually did this with my pain inserts. I just folded them in half, and instead of opening it and trying to cut on this line and you end up with like a curl and stuff, I just keep it folded, and I just cut along the edge like this. Hopefully you can see. So just a very thin strip. So that way you don't end up with a curled edge, and it's usually fairly straight. And then to get rid of the holes, it's really nice and easy because I have the grid. I'm just gonna cut, whoops, I didn't fold that very straight. And get rid of the holes, and then the same principle. I'm just gonna cut it. So you're just taking like as close to the edge as you can go, and you just follow the edge. So it leaves you with something relatively nice and straight. So then you're going to end up with a little insert. And now the other way, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this from sitting down. You can use a paper cutter, and I'm sure everybody knows how to use a paper cutter. Mine's got a rotary blade, which I really like, although it's due to be changed. So I have on the grid paper a line that goes right where I need it to be cut. This is going to be hard to see. Hopefully I'm not in the frame. See my big old ugly head. So I just line it up, and voila! So then you can do like 4 or 5 pages at a time, so it goes much faster. So once I get all that cut up, very ancient machine, I'm just going to use what it's threaded with, and it's like some black thread, but you can thread it white, you can thread it whatever color you want. So I'm doing the cover separately so that it can be used from insert to insert. If you wanted, you can add the cover right on and sew it on. To sew it, you're going to want some binder clips just to hold everything nice and straight in place. So you want to sew down the line. So I'm going to lower the needle and away we go. No, I think maybe I have, there we go. And you just run right off the side. And it's nice and easily bound. You don't have to worry too much. I could have gone off the back or done it back and forth. Doesn't really matter. It's just a small insert for, you know, journaling or whatnot. If you're more worried, just do the back and forth or use the alternate. So now that we have it bound, now aside from the binding, like the junk journal, sewing it, you can either use, I found these really cool rubber bands. And you can just throw the rubber band on there, get it in the middle. Or, same thing, this is the elastic string that I bought to make the Fauxdori closure, so you could use that instead. And they all work very well. That's how, I have this is from my paint insert, but I found these today and they're really awesome colors. Okay, so I just took a piece of the paper and I traced, since I'm doing a lot of these, I decided to make a little maquette or a little stencil. You could just put it right on your pretty paper if you wanted. And I just gave it a little bit extra space to account for the, I mean, if I wanted, I could trim these off, but I'm just going to leave them as are. So I left a little bit extra room. So since I'm doing several steps, I'm making several stencils, I made sure to label it, and I'm just going to put the raw edges on the clean edges of the paper just to get something a little bit more accurate. And then I'm just going to mark it with a pencil. And for this, I chose a really nice double-sided paper, heavyweight paper. So that the people that I'm gifting it to, say they don't like one side, they can switch it, or if their mood changes, they can switch it from insert to insert. If you wanted, you can laminate these to make them last longer, but if not, that's fine too. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to make some dashboards, and I found some self-laminating sheets at the dollar store, so I'm hoping that they work. And if not, then they just don't have dashboards. So there we go. And if you're fussy, if there's any little bit of pencil left, you could just go through and erase it. So I'm just going to take it, line it up, fold it. So even though I sewed this, I wanted the cover to be separate. So yeah, I guess blue will fit nicer with this. Just gonna open it up. A little bit awkward, I need 3 hands. You just line it all up, stretch the elastic over, and there we have an insert. Didn't take too long to make. And you can, like, say your sewing machine, like, this is probably the maximum, this is 15 sheets, the maximum that my sewing machine could do. And I wanted to have 120, so this will give me 60. Say I wanted 120, I could just do 2 inserts like this, put one insert inside the other, and elastic band them with the cover. So there you go. There's a grid paper insert.